Welcome back, everybody, as we work towards our beautiful base in Core Keeper, expanding and just overall doing some fun stuff. All right. So we just found tin, and guess what? I want to get a tin pickaxe, which does 40 to 48 physical damage, but mainly 83 mining damage. Currently, we're doing 48 mining damage, so we definitely want to find tin. I kind of wasted a little bit of our tin, but that's fine. I would rather have probably should have not got an extra backpack, but instead got a tin pickaxe, but that's okay. So we need lots of tin, and then we can start working towards big things. Bait workbench, which is for fishing, of course. Alchemist, which is for making things like potions, of course. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Automation table, which is what we need. Music workbench, we don't really need. And of course, the iron workbench and this spike trap, which is going to be a huge thing that plays a big part. And of course, a loom makes it possible to turn fiber into beautiful clothing and costumes and loose flooring. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to find us some tin. Where do you think we would find tin if we found it? Probably in this area, basically where we just were. So we want to go a little bit deeper into where we were and see if we can locate some tin. Essentially in Core Keeper, you're just going to want to explore as much as you can in order to find stuff, because as time goes on, you know, you're going to find more and more things. So let's do that. Oh, look at that. We found something right away. All right, so let's do that. Let's see if we can locate lots and lots of tin. We probably want to get into areas that we've never been in before, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to like run around until we can find tin. So we want to find... Oh, okay. Want to find almost like a clay area, or an area that's a little bit harder to get to. And you're going to find as things get more tough, so as the world gets harder to kind of navigate through, specifically through your terrain, you're most likely going to come across the next best thing, which is tin. And then, of course, iron and all that stuff. So, like, right now, we are destroying dirt blocks. So when you get to what they call clay walls, that's when you're going to notice that you're going to be in the fields that you need to be in. Right now, we're in an area that we don't really probably want to be, I don't believe. Yeah, we're a little bit... So this is stone blocks. This is where we're going to find the Forgotten Ruins. And of course, the music changes and tells us, hey, you're in the Forgotten Ruins. Be careful. Shit's about to go down. And you can see in the distance those little shiny eyes. Now, I want to be careful. Yes, I can kill these guys, maybe. I mean, they're going to be brutal if they hit me. I don't have the armor for this. Oh my god. I killed it. And then just from killing it, I got 6 copper. So you can only imagine how cool this area is. Oh, that is not something I want to hit. That looks like something I want to hang on to. So I'm not going to attack that. My bad on that. So I'm a little bit out of my realm there. Let's get back on track here and not travel too far out. I'm still getting copper. And it looks like the boss is below us, the one that we just... Oh, hey, look, came across another little thing. Still too far out, it looks like. We want to find a different flooring, but we don't want to dive deep to where we just were. And now it's nice that we have our extra inventory space because we're finding lots of cool things. Hopefully one day we'll get a better upgrade for our pants. And maybe a better weapon, too. It looks like where we need to be. We'll see. We'll see. We have the flooring, so we can, of course, just use that to get where we need to go, I think. But I don't want to dive too far up yet. So let's just go to the left and see where we end up. Got some gemstone stuff. Pretty cool. Destroy this house, because why not? Copper cross. Necklace. Okay. Probably just a valuable item. Yes, it is. We need to get clay. We need to get clay. I think we need to be over here. In fact, I'm pretty sure we do. Kind of almost want to go back to where our base is so we can kind of start like a better path. But you can see we're kind of where we were anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know if I got any clay walls just yet, actually. All right. Luckily, our mining skills are definitely increasing. Okay, so movement speed after running consistently for a short duration. And we want to up our HP. Now, of course, we can eat items that make ourselves mine quicker too. So that's something to consider if you are playing Core Keeper. There's lots of food you can eat that does that. Okay, so things will change to orange. There. See? It says clay block. So now we're in the right field, or we're in the right vicinity anyways, of where we need to be. It looks like we're slowly coming towards, you know, where we need to go. We need to keep venturing off into these zones until we can finally get there. So let's make ourselves a little path. The clay fields. And that is something that we can't get to just yet, but we are officially in the clay area. See the clay caves. And now we have found ourselves, ba-boom, the awesome tin. So you know that we need to go to the left. Most things are pretty easy to find. Clay's to the left. I'm pretty sure that iron's to the top, and to the right is the Forgot Ruins, which is most likely where the next boss is. I don't want to really spoil it, but I can't lie to you and say, oh, I don't know where it is. So just for the sake of this video, you found out exactly what it is because I told you. Oh, okay. We got new enemies to worry about too. Now let's go ahead and blow up this whole area because I want to. And I want to put a torch down. I also want to make sure that we're not going to die over here. See how crazy these little guys are. A lot of these enemies are a little bit new to me. So I don't want to mess around by dying. Like that, per se. But be a little careful. Because if I die, I have to run all the way back, and I don't want to do that. I mean, eventually we'll have better armor and stuff, but... Okay, a little grub piece. Woo! It's using the same thing that I am. But when you kill enemies, you can sometimes get really lucky, and they'll actually drop you the weapon that they're using. So that's why enemies are pretty fun to mess around with in Core Keeper, because they'll usually drop you like what they have, if you're lucky. A chest! Oh no! Hold on a second. That was just like an unlock chest. In Core Keeper, you do have an extra spot here. As you see, the sand is just sitting in there. Okay, I don't need sand in my inventory, and I definitely don't need fungal soil. And for some reason, why did I drop like 8 bars? Stone block. Okay, so we're gonna delete the stone blocks. I don't need that. Clay block. I'm gonna keep those. Turf block. Delete that. Found some more of these things. More sand. I don't need sand. Okay. I'm only here for tin. That's all I'm here for. And so far, I found a decent amount of tin. Probably, I'm going to need, if I had to guess, I don't know. I want to say at least 30 just to get started for what I'm going to need. So if you find tin, hold on to it. But don't get caught in front of a ton of enemies if you can help it. That's what I just found myself with. Oh. Hope that's not big enough to find me there. I don't think it would be. A lot of tin right there. Can I grab the tin without it attacking me? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Don't want to get into any fights that I don't need to get into. So far, I'm sitting on about 21, I think. I'm benching a little bit too far away. Definitely want to get more wood. Don't need too much of this stuff, but I do need to keep an eye out if for some odd reason anymore it's just sitting around, which it is. And yes, things will get easier once we have our tin pickaxe. It'll be able to get through this wall like it's nothing. And that'll happen pretty quickly. Like we're gonna find it pretty fast. Okay, so now I want to get myself back to the base without dying. I'm all the way over here, so let's try to find our easiest way back. So usually what I like to do now is almost make a path that bypasses danger. We immediately got back to where we just were, but I want to make almost like a clear path straight over, because that's the easiest route to eventually make ourselves the rail cart system. So let's do that. Enchanting your pickaxe really makes a huge difference, by the way. And we know that, honestly, at this point, we're not going to really need to worry too much with the things that can currently kill us, because they don't do too much damage to us, honestly. You know, so even slimes don't, like our this is kind of a tricky area to be in. Our armor does a decent amount of protection for us right now, so it's not like we need to really worry too much. Okay, and then I'm back here, and eventually we will, of course, make it harder for them to get to us. Okay. Do this and close this off. Boom, there we go. We're back at home, auto sorts, and of course, queue up, and then go over here. Same thing, press Q, put our seeds back in here, R to auto sort, and then get back to Q, Q, Q. We have a big chest for tons of things, including armor. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back in here. Put some weapons in here. Some weapons, I believe, have different stats. I don't really know if they do change at all. I'm pretty sure they probably do. Ranger pants, this stuff, copper sword. Sort it out again. Now we have a lively egg that we can obviously hatch if we really want to, which, why not? We're here anyway, so let's just do it. Can't put more than one in there, but I'll put another one here just for the sake of it. Press Q on here. Start smelting some of our awesome bars that we have. We have a copper shovel. We can, of course, feed our pet some more goodies. Get that XP up. Don't have anything right now to add to. And let's go ahead and put down this little chest over here, which is just an additional one. I probably don't want to mix and match too much, so I'll just do it there. And let's make some additional ones because I don't like things being a little uneven. I know I'm crazy like that, but that makes sense. So now things are back to back. I can put some more tools in this one. I don't really have a tool chest anyways. Keep our clay blocks for additional stuff if we need to. Let's go ahead and put that. Let's separate half of these just to have them in here. Press Q to add them together. Let's keep some of these on us. And we have our valuables and our other junk that we need to keep. Put fluorine. We have our other valuables in here that we want to sell, which we can put in here. We have our rail system, and of course we have 3 locked chests that we found that we can put on our little locked chest area, which is taking over most of our base at this point. We really need to find some keys. Okay, so let's go back and fix / reinforce some stuff. Oops. Which is not really worth it at the moment, but guess what? We're about to have some goodies come into play. We have lots of our tin. Look here, and we can now make ourselves a awesome pickaxe when we only probably need 1 for now. I would like to have 2, as you can see that sometimes we need a backup. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to use too much of it. I'm going to keep our backup copper pickaxe, and I'm actually going to reinforce this one. So this will add a little bit of a spike plus 12 mining damage. Pretty awesome. You're going to see here in a moment how much of a difference it makes. We still have lots of copper or of iron smelting, so we don't need to make anything else over here. We could make another hoe if we really want to. The spike traps are really awesome, and that's where we're going to be making kind of our little slime contraption. But we also want to start making our automation table. So all we need to do is to get some copper, and we're going to make our first automation table. But I would like to make the anvil just for the sake of doing that, because we can still afford to make this in a few seconds here when we're done smelting this last little piece. So the anvil is always what I like making, and the anvil will also, I'm pretty sure, should do the same thing. I think if I click on it, it will go back. Yes, it will. So now I can make some bronze helm stuff, and then it'll give us like mining damage, blah, 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 blah. So it is kind of cool to make this stuff, but I'm not going to make it just yet. I'm making a slingshot now, which is kind of helpful. Honestly, the anvil stuff is kind of not super necessary at the moment, but whatever. We got ourselves some more stuff. We can make our automation table now, which is cool. Automation table we're going to put over here, and when we click on it, it's going to give us a conveyor belt and some drills, and this is where things get lots of spice added to them. You can see that now we are obviously making our beautiful little tiny little area where we're having trees, you know, just randomly showing up. So our trees are here and they are starting to grow and things are getting awesome, and that's where automation starts to come in pretty strong. So let's put ourselves some copper away, even throw our anvils in there, go like this, grab the rest of the tin that's in here, put this in here, and eventually we're going to be, you know, in it to win it pretty soon. So of course, there it is. Thanks again for watching. I hope you've had a fun time so far in this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you comment down below if you're enjoying it so far. If there's anything specific that you'd like to see me do, let me know. Let's check on our NPC, make sure they're happy. They're nice and happy in here. But I will see you in the next video.